Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, I'm so excited to share that I got my hands on, you guessed it, a brand new redesigned Tesla Model Y. Now, in this video, I'm going to take it for a spin. I only have a very limited amount of time, so I'm going to try to run through this as quickly as I can. But I'm going to share with you driving impressions, the technology, the drive, the feel, and acceleration boost. See if it's worth upgrading from your current Tesla Model Y to the brand new redesigned Tesla Model Y, codenamed Juniper, or if you're new to electric vehicles, is it worth going from your gas or ICE vehicle to a electric vehicle, specifically Tesla, with the Tesla Model Y? Stay tuned, let's check this out. The 2026 Tesla Model Y, codenamed Juniper, the latest evolution in Tesla's best-selling electric SUV. Unveiled in early 2025, this refreshed model brings significant updates in design, technology, and performance. So I've taken the Tesla Model Y now to the main road because I want to test out the acceleration boost that the launch edition has. All right, I'm going to try and slow down a little bit. I'm going to give it the go. Oh, okay. 0 to 60 in, I don't know, that was very quick. I don't have acceleration boost on my Tesla Model Y. I do have a little more of a peppy setting in there, but the whole front of this just goes up. It does kick you back a little bit, but it is a very smooth acceleration boost that actually it has. So it's a very, I would say, fine-tuned boost. I have not experienced the acceleration boost on the current Tesla Model Y. I have experienced launch mode in a Rivian, and that thing is like taking off in a freaking building. But I will have to say, my driving impressions so far of this, I can tell that the shocks, the springs are a lot more dampened than the current Model Y. I think it's a combination between the suspension tuning that they did for the update on this particular model, or this particular version of the model, and also the new tires that come in the launch edition, or the new version of the Tesla Model Y. So it does have a much softer feel when you're going over bumps, when you're going over speed bumps especially. I kind of went a little fast on a speed bump just to kind of see how that felt, and it took it very, very well. There's not a whole lot of sound in here either. I just drove in my current Model Y, and driving in here now that I'm talking, it is very quiet in here. Like, I drove out to the main road, the sound is very well isolated inside here. But the steering, I'm just taking it into an empty parking lot at this point because it is a demo vehicle, so I only get about 30 minutes, so I'm trying to get as much content here for you guys. But just taking it on literally in circles. Wow, this actually went further than I expected it to. So looking at, I'm gonna make myself sick here. I'm literally going in circles right now, just very tight circles. This thing feels, maybe I'm wrong, but it feels way tighter than the current version of the Tesla Model Y. I'm gonna make myself sick. So it is very, very tight in terms of the turning radius, but also the steering wheel. The steering wheel does have a much more upgraded feel to the steering wheel. The way it handles, it's pretty much almost the same as the current Model Y in terms of handling it, in terms of turning the wheel, in terms of the responsive to it. But it is very fine the way it feels, I should say. In my current Model Y, there is a lot more noise than this one, and even just sitting in here talking to you, it feels that way. The other thing I'm loving about this is that it does have ventilated seats. The current Model Y does not have ventilated seats. It does have heated seats in the front and the rear. Also, if you're in the market, if you're brand new and you're still on the fence on, should you get a brand new electric vehicle and you're considering Tesla, check out my links in the description below. I do have my referral code in there to save you some money on the new Tesla Model Y, or any of the Tesla vehicles, or any of the Tesla products, to be honest. But check out the links in the description below. On this new version of the Model Y, it only has ventilated seats in the front, not the rear. The rear still does have heated seats on only the 2 bucket seats. Actually, that's one thing that's different is on the current Model Y, all 3 seats in the back have the heated material in there to heat all 3 seats in the back. In this one, it's only the 2 bucket seats on the sides. The middle seat does not have heated or ventilated option in there. Now, one thing I'm noticing, it is a pretty sunny day today. In my current Model Y, I did upgrade aftermarket and got ceramic tint all over. So the sun, I don't feel the sun that much when I'm driving. Now that I'm realizing this, with the sun just hitting the top right here, it is actually less hot. You don't feel the heat as much on this version than the one that my girlfriend drives that doesn't have any tints. But yeah, no, this is actually very heat resistant, repellent, I should say, with the extra material that they added to the glass in the roof. So at the current state of charge, which is 96%, you're getting about 314 miles. That's really, really good. Me at 96%, I'm getting about 280 miles, 290 miles or so. But in terms of the UI, the touchscreen, it's very responsive. You don't have a stock on this side to put it into gear, so everything's right here on the screen. So either you can put your foot on the brake, swipe down, activates the cameras, or you can swipe up and it'll go forward. And the cool thing is that it'll actually turn the front camera on. And this is one thing I wanted to test out last time, but I didn't get a chance to because I was in a showroom. But that's so cool. You can see the front camera sprayer activated when you do that. And we put it back in park, just put it right there, and it'll just go back into park. But let's check out the front and check out the trunk. So I'm doing this very, very quickly for you guys so you guys can see the new materials that are in here. You've got the 2 buttons right here that'll activate the back seats. So you can fold them automatically. Let me go back here. Oh, you hit the button again, it goes back up. You can do both at the same time. The storage is pretty much the same. They did have this new opening here, so you can actually store. This is the cover that goes right up here. It's a little privacy cover, but they have a little dent in here now, so you can store it in here. So you don't have to worry about putting it in the back seat. But in terms of the space in here is pretty much the same. Same thing with this middle section right here. No, not enough space for a spare tire, but some maybe blankets. Maybe you go off, into I don't know, go camping or something in here, and you can put your blankets in here, pillows, whatnot. A lot of dampening material for sound in here. This is pretty cool. And same thing with the dampening material up here. Let's go ahead and close that up. Now here are the seats. Heated and ventilated seats. Nice materials. Definitely a bit of an upgrade in terms of the feel of this, but it's very similar, honestly, to the current Model Y. Now let's take a look at the storage real quick. So now your cup holders are covered by this cover right here. Just push it back. You still get this massive, I feel this is way bigger than my current Model Y, but this is a lot deeper. And you do get a light in here. You can see the light kind of flashing in my hand there. You can close that up. And there you go. New on the Tesla Model Y, you have your controls on your steering wheel. Your camera controls are right there. So you can see your cameras immediately. Your voice control. This is for your speedometer when you're using FSD. If you want to speed it up, slow it down. Your lights. Windshield wipers. And of course, a turn signal stock. Now this is just a turn signal stock. It's definitely not for flashing your lights. It literally just up and down. That's it. Now coming back to the back seat here, one thing I noticed is that the back windows are also sound deadening. They're double pane, just like the front glass. And the other thing I missed last time when I looked at this was that when you put the seats down, you can actually do it from right here too. Very cool. So you don't have to control this from the trunk always. You can just do it from right here. Yeah, same setup as the current Model Y with the 2-cup cup holder right here. You know, kind of small armrest, but not a whole lot different than the current one. Now you do get this touch screen in the back now, just like the Cybertruck. You can play any TV shows, any streaming services. You can control the air vents. So if you want to recline the seats, you can just hit this button right here. Let's see if I can get this on screen. So when I hit that button, it just moves up a little bit. Or I can just hit it again and it'll just recline further back. If you want to control the front seat right here, you can move the front passenger seat up as well to make more space for your legs right there. Very cool. And let's check out the front. It's a little bit dirty, but it's a demo car. Not a whole lot of difference in terms of the space here. The washer fluid relocation is all the way down here now, so that's a little more convenient, so you don't have to splash all the fluid in here. But in terms of the space in here, it's pretty much the same. You do have a drain plug now in here, so you can actually use this as a cooler. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. I did notice this last time I did a recording when I saw this in the showroom. They do have a lip on here now, so it feels like if the water comes down, it doesn't actually come down to these vents in here. It actually just gets stopped by this, because this feels like it actually is right up against this top part of the bonnet there. But other than that, looks pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and close it up. And you don't have to worry about, you know, putting your finger on the sides here, because this is a pretty solid piece of metal now. It doesn't have the emblem either as well. First driving impressions, I will say this is definitely a much more refined upgrade from the current Tesla Model Y. The sound in here is much more quiet. It's much more dampened, I should say. The materials in here feel much more elevated. The steering wheel, you know, the bolsters on the sides of the door panels here, the materials in here as well. Everything just feels very refined, very upgraded from the current Model Y. There's nothing wrong with the current Model Y. That being said, is this enough of an upgrade or a tweak from the driving, from the materials, to say, I'm going to change my current Model Y and go for the new launch edition or the new version of the Tesla Model Y? I don't know. I'm a little on the fence on it, to be honest. I like the way it feels. I like the way it drives. I like the way it sounds. You know, the acoustic glass in here does make a difference as well. But I don't know if it's enough for me to say, you know what, I'm going to turn in my current Model Y and upgrade to this version of the Model Y. But let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Is it worth all these updates to upgrade from your current Model Y to this version? Or if you're on the fence and you've never owned an electric vehicle, would you go for a Tesla? Is this something you would consider? They are the #1 selling car in North America for a couple of years now. So they are a great value, size, everything. It's a great commuter car as well, because I do use mine to commute to South Florida pretty frequently. I do have another video coming up for the Rivian R1S Gen 2. Well, I'll also be doing some driving impressions, and I'll walk you through their entire screens and all the different options that come with that, including something very, very special in that video. But it's called launch mode, and it's way different than acceleration boost. But coming soon. But if you like videos like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification icon so you get notified when new videos like this come out on the channel.